Good afternoon to one and all present here for today's admission inquiry webinar on workshops on management in non-profit organizations. On behalf of College of Social Work Nirmala Niketan Extension Centre, I would like to welcome all our participants who have joined us for the webinar. I would also welcome Dr. Ronald Yesudar, an assistant professor at College of Social Work Nirmala Niketan, and also a faculty in charge of the courses conducted at the Extension Centre. Ms. Nilima Rodriguez, our Associate Director of the Extension Centre, Ms. Sylvia, the course coordinator of this course, Mr. Sandesh Lalve, Training and Documentation Officer. I welcome you all for joining us for this webinar. The MNPO course is designed to give our participants the knowledge, skills that are necessary for the development of NGOs and NPOs. As we all know, that in the past few years, the NGO sector has been drastically changing. It is very important that we move ahead with time and get equipped with those skills, knowledge, and practical exposure we have. Keeping the scenario in mind, the college decided to start a course in management of non-profit organization through its Extension Centre. The course offers 6 workshops, and we shall give you more details about it as we move ahead in this webinar. We are also glad to share with you all that we have completed 6 batches of this course, and this is going to be our 7th batch. With this introduction, let us now begin with the webinar. We shall be conducting this webinar in an interviewer and interviewee style. And you're going to answer you the most common questions that are often asked to us by the participants who are enrolling for the course. At the end, we are going to give each one of you a chance to ask any questions, doubts you'll have about the course. Thank you. Let us now begin. Okay. So, Ms. Sylvia, could you please give us an idea of what this entire course is about? What are the topics of this course?
To answer this question, I would like to give it in a very simple way. The name of the course speaks for itself. It is all about managing a non-profit organization. See, there are many things, many areas which a person needs to know and understand if they wish their NGO or whatever NGO they are working for to function smoothly. There are many people who have a desire to start their own NGO, but have no clue like how to proceed. Similarly, there are certain people who have started their NGO, but now they are facing difficulties. Might be some expertise they are lacking. So that is another problem. Also, these days we find that there are NGOs who are sending their employees to participate in this course. Now, why they are sending it? Because they want their employees to know what are the areas which the NGOs are working for. So for their own smooth functioning, we send their employees here. So that is the major crux of this course. Now, there are 6 major areas which this course covers. So it is about governance and legal framework. Then we have monitoring and evaluation of NGOs. Then there is fundraising, which is a very important aspect for an NGO. Then we have financial management of NGOs, communication, human resource development. So these are the major 6 areas which ideally a person should be knowing. So this course has been designed in such a way that there are 6 workshops and the workshops are on these areas itself.
Okay. So what is the duration of this course and when will it be held?
The duration of this course is, it is a 6-month course, and there is like every 2nd Saturday of a month, the course is conducted. And so as I said, 6 workshops. So there is one workshop each month. So 6 months, 6 workshops. Now, as Ms. Larissa has said that this is going to be a 7th workshop, 7th batch. So this batch we are going to start in the month of May. And to be very specific, I would like to share that for this month of May, the first workshop, which is on governance and legal framework of NPOs, it will be on 28th of May, which is the 4th Saturday of the month.
With this workshops, can I pursue any other programs of the Extension Center of the college?
Yes, there are many students who wish to join other courses which are pertaining to social work. So there is an advantage that we are giving to our alumni of this course. So what is the advantage is that there is an upcoming course which is certificate in community counseling. Now this course is a one-year course and it is specifically designed for counseling front. So anybody who's interested to be a part of the counseling and especially in community counseling can join this course once they do this MNPO course. And the speciality of this counseling course is that it has both theory and practical aspect as well. So being able to learn in a classroom as well as participating in the community. That is the major advantage of this course.
Okay. So can you tell me that is this course affiliated with Mumbai University?
Right now, our College of Social Work, Nirmala Niketan, it has become an autonomous college. So we are no more coming under Mumbai University. Previously we were, but once we have received the autonomous from the UGC, that is the University of Grant and Commission, we have become an autonomous college. So it is offered by our college and not by the Mumbai University.
Okay. Do the students get a course completion certificate once they finish the course, or is there any exam we have to pass as such?
Okay. Once a student enrolls for this course, the student has to attend that workshop and participate in the workshop. So once the student finishes all this, the student gets a participation certificate. Now, there is nothing like an assignment as such or written exam at the end. Now, this is considering the current scenario where students are finding it difficult to sit for writing with the assignments because they have their own responsibilities as a professionals in their own career. So considering their problems, we have for the time being, we have modified the curriculum as such where the students, there is no requirement as such from the students' end to write an exam or write an assignment. So that's a bonus for the student.
Okay, that's great. When does the student receive his or her certificate?
So as I said that once the student attends the workshop, so if you say that it is the second Saturday of the month, the workshop is held. So within 2 weeks of time, the certificate is prepared, and when the student, we give it to the student can come across to our center and collect it, or if the student has enrolled for all the 6 workshops, so when he comes for the next workshop, then we hand deliver them.
Okay. Can you tell me something more about the resource persons of this course? Are they field experts, or can you just brief me about it?
Our resource persons, I would like to share is our resource persons are field experts. They are experts in the NGOs front, and they have participated in and they have formulated many project proposals and submitted to NGOs. So I would say yes, they are field experts. And when they come to our classroom, and few of them, especially our academicians, they are professors as well. So the practical experience as well as the theory experience they have it. And when they come to our classes, when they come to deliver the class during the workshop, they share their own experience and expertise, which it is up to the student to gather that much information from our resource persons.
Okay. Can anybody take admission for this course, or is there any eligibility criteria?
Not anybody as such, but qualification wise, the basic qualification needed is HAC, that is 12th standard. That's the only qualification needed. The course is conducted in English, and there is no age limit as such. So any student completed 12th standard can enroll for this course.
Will the participant be receiving any course materials during the course from the Extension Center?
We do provide a reading list for the students. to get an overview of the overall functioning of various NPOs. However, we request the students as well to take down running notes when the workshop is going on, to question our resource persons and take down the answers that time itself. Also, we ask the resource person, if the resource person is comfortable enough to share his PowerPoint presentation with the students, then we do send it across to the students through email.
Okay, thank you. Also, in case of any unforeseen circumstances, if the participant has, if any student fails to attend a particular workshop, do they still receive a certificate?
Okay. In case of any such circumstances where a student is not able to attend for the registered workshop, what happens is we tell the student to attend the same workshop with our next batch. The structure that we follow over here is that we have two workshops, two batches in a particular year. So if in one batch a student misses, we tell them to come and attend the same workshop with our next batch. Also, we inform the students that you please be in touch with us, be in touch with our extension center, so that you are, so that you know when the next batch is starting, when is the next workshop, what is the next workshop. No? So we inform the students to be alert and also be in touch with us, so that they have all the information that is needed.
Okay. What about the fees of the course? Do the students have to pay the entire fees in lump sum, or is there any facility given by the college or the extension center? How is it?
The financial part, okay, the fees.
Yeah.
The fees of the course is 5,900 rupees, and it is for all the 6 workshops, which is very minimum. Okay, keeping, if you see the courses, considering the courses that other institutes provide, this is very much minimum. And if at all any student is facing any financial difficulty, then there is a facility that is called the installment facility. The student can write a letter to our principal of College of Social Work, Nirmala Niketan, writing very briefly and clearly what is the financial problem and by which date the student would be paying the installment. Basically, there are only 2 installments. So first installment you pay and you start the course, and that time itself you write a letter and mention in the letter clearly which is the date by when the student would be paying the second installment.
Okay. Is it compulsory for a participant to take admission for an entire course, or one can take admission for individual workshops as well?
Nothing as such that a student has to enroll for all the 6 workshops, nothing like that. If the student feels that, no, I know something about governance and legal framework, I am just feeling that if I attend only one workshop, that is enough for me, 1 or 2 workshops, basically. So then the students are free to attend individual workshops as well. The fee for the individual workshop is 1,180.
Okay. So as it was said to all of us that the batch will be online. So can you please tell me under which platform the course will be held?
Okay. Keeping the current scenario in view, the first application that we will be using is the MS Teams. But I would not suggest the students to keep their perspectives closed. But it's better that we are open to other applications as well, such as Google Meet or else Zoom. It also depends upon the resource person. So if a resource person is comfortable in a particular app, then we all have to move to that application. So it's we need to keep ourselves open for all these applications of Zoom, MS Team, Google Meet, everything.
Okay. What is the evaluation criteria of the course? Like, will there be any written exam, case discussion, presentations, assignments for issuing the certificate?
The current course that has been designed, it is a workshop-based course. It is no more a certificate course. So there is no written exam, no written assignments to be submitted. So for a workshop-based course, there is nothing, no evaluation as such. You attend the workshop, you get an individual certification, and you finish the course. So there is no evaluation here.
Okay. And do the students get job after doing this course? How is it like?
Job, from the job's point of view, there is no placement as such that we do for the students, but still, if a student desires to be associated with any organization and learn, then of course we do can provide an internship for the student, so that the student gains the various expertise and knowledge which is needed. So after all, it is the student who will be benefiting from this internship as well. So we can help the student to go for an internship and learn.
Okay. Oh, that's a good option. Does the program give practical exposure as well to the participants?
The practical exposure is that, as I said, our resource persons are field experts. So when they are conducting the workshops, they do give questions to solve during the workshop, practical questions which needs to be solved by the students. So it is a practical exposure. Again, the second part, as I said, the internship part. So that is again a plus point for the student to gain a practical exposure. So yes, there is a practical exposure which the student would be getting once he does this course.
Okay. Lastly, I want to ask you that can one start an NGO by completing this course?
Yes, of course, one can. One truly can. At times, I would say, to add to this point, I would say they also can become consultants. Okay, so this course basically gives you a basic framework of what an NGO is, how it can function, the expertise needed. So it is to gain the knowledge, and also you scale up yourself to deliver your knowledge so that the NGO functions. Your own NGO, again, it is a good. So if you're working for somebody else's NGO, still the student would be knowing where am I lacking, where is the NGO lacking. So of course, a student can start an own NGO after doing this course.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Sylvia, for answering the most common question asked by the participants during enrolling for the course. Okay. So moving ahead.
Thank you, Lance.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Moving ahead, I would now request Dr. Ronald to address our participants.
Hello, friends. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a nice afternoon. So this course, which is a set of 6 workshops, are ideally for people who are already in the NGO sector, and these are delivered as a professional development program. So once you complete these workshops, you will be very well able to manage non-profit organizations. We have also designed the program in such a way that even newcomers to this field who are not managers per se, but very much interested in how the non-profit organizations operate, they will also be benefited. And as my colleagues rightly pointed out, some of our students in the past have become consultants. They have started NGOs. They have also become grant writers or proposal writers for different NGOs. So these are some of the best part of this program. Ideally, these are nothing but workshops which would kind of give you a continuing education credits. So normally, like in the West, where when people are working, they do not have time to go to a full-fledged college to kind of get certification and all. So the extension center, through this kind of a continuing education program, proposes to train people who are already graduates or already professionals and would like to gain an additional skill or a knowledge to move up in their professional career. So this is a wonderful opportunity. We have offered this program since long. Initially, we did it as a certificate in NGO management since 2004 onwards. Recently, we changed it into management of non-profit organizations since 2015. Right now, our idea is that if we move it further as a professional development workshop, it reduces the burden of assignments, and therefore, large number of people can enroll in the program, get professional development opportunity, and move up in the career. So that's the whole idea about. I hope this works out for working professionals as well as interested students. You are welcome to interact with our staff. Sylvie is the coordinator of the program, so you can be in touch with her, and she'll be able to give you more inputs. Hope to see you guys soon in some of the workshops. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving us brief information about the course. Thank you. I would now request you all to interact with us. The forum is open for each one of you all to ask any questions, doubt you'll have about the course. But also, before asking us any questions, we would like that you all introduce yourself first and ask us questions. Thank you. Anyone can ask questions, please.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me? This is Rafael.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. So when are you starting the batch? I heard a date of 28th April. So is it happening on 28th April or the beginning of the next month?
It will be starting from next month, that is month of May, the 4th Saturday.
Okay. You had mentioned a date of 28th. Was it for 28th May then?
Yes, yes.
Some governance.
It is the first workshop is governance and legal framework of NPOs, non-profit organizations.
And
so that will be our first workshop.
And that's scheduled for 28th May?
Yes.
Oh. Where exactly is your office in Goregaon?
It is in Goregaon East, in St. Pius campus. There's a St. Pius College, RA Road. So you have to enter from the gate number 2.
I'm familiar with. I know Father Keith.
Okay.
And how do we pay the fee?
You can transfer online to our account. So once this webinar is over, maybe I'll contact you one-to-one and pass on the bank details, and you can transfer the fees online.
Okay. What would be the timing of this workshop?
The timing would be morning 10 o'clock, 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Yes.
10 to 2 on a second Saturday.
Yes, yes. Second Saturday.
So the governance module is beginning on the 28th of May. Are there any other modules that's beginning earlier?
No, sir. This will be our first workshop for this batch. So from May onwards, we'll be starting from May to October. So 6 workshops we finish.
Okay. But 28th May, does that fall on a second Saturday?
No, sir, because this is actually the month of May. It's a vacation period. So we are receiving requests to shift. So that's the reason we have shifted it to 4th Saturday. Otherwise, we have it on the 2nd Saturday only.
Okay. So only on 28th May, you will have that particular module, but probably on from June onwards, it would be the second Saturday.
Perfect. Perfect. Yes.
I noted that you started this course beginning 2004, and then you modified it in 2015. How many students would have participated in this course until now?
Under the
Roughly.
old course, you're
Roughly.
asking?
Yeah, old and new.
Ronald sir, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, so each batch would ideally have around 20 participants. So in a year, we have two batches. So 40. So in around 400 students would have benefited so far.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Thanks.
Yeah.
So each batch has got 20 participants. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cindy,
Thank
there
you.
are some
I
comments
appreciate
on
it.
the chat box. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Preetham, would you like to ask your question?
I think, sir, she wanted to know about the timings, and I think it's already answered. She has messaged.
Yes, just written. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Sorry. So this is Rafael back. So I wanted to understand which are some of the. Could you just mention some of the organizations where the participants or students would have benefited by attending this course? Like I understand some NGOs surely might be there, but apart from that, I just wanted to get an idea. Is it the church organizations where one would benefit or something of that sort?
So basically, this course has 6 modules, right? So first we start with governance, then we work on the project design and project proposal writing. So normally we have a lot of participants for 3 workshops. That is the project design and proposal writing. Then we have monitoring and evaluation. Then we have one on fundraising. So for these workshops, what we have noticed is that we have people from, in fact, all over India who are doing it. So it's not.
Sorry to interrupt you. I couldn't catch the last module that you mentioned. Project design, you mentioned governance.
So project design and proposal writing is one module. Then we have first module is on governance. Second module is on project design and proposal writing. Third is on monitoring and evaluation. Fourth is on financial management. Fifth is on human resource management and communication. And the final one is on fundraising.
Fundraising.
So these are 6 domains of any non-profits. We have had people from different walks of life. So we have some religious people from across different religions. Some are priests in Catholic Church. Some are monks in different monasteries. Some are Jaina scholars. Some are people who are working in the non-profit sector in Mumbai and outside Mumbai. Says some are working in NGOs like Pratham or United Way. And today also, I think we have a couple of students, ex-students of Nirmala Niketan who are working in different NGOs. I could see Benita, Sunil. I think these guys are working in different NGOs. So every batch, say if there are around 20 students, we have at least some 60% of them representing different NGOs, because these are skills which they would go back and implement in their organization.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome. So if you guys can quickly introduce yourself a little bit, maybe that would be beneficial. So I could see Preetham, Shubham, Yasmin, and others. Can you kindly unmute and introduce yourself?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Shubham Chaube, basically an aspirant in music field and musician or at a part-time teacher.
Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
I'm working with the research unit of the College of Social Work, Nirmala Niketan right now, and working on various research projects that are coming to the college right now. So I'm looking for this course in a way, not with regards to starting an NGO, but enhancing the skills related to non-profit organization and management of it.
Okay, nice, Preeta.
Hello everyone, I'm Shrek Yasmin and I'm working in Khushi Educational and Social Trust.
Okay, nice, Asmin. Yeah. So what is the reason why you joined this program, Asmin?
I want to improve my skills in NGO and how to just I want to open my NGO.
Okay, so you would like to
So
know
that
what are the things which are required for that?
yes.
Okay, nice. Okay. Mr. James.
Yes, sir. Yeah, my name is James D'Souza and I am currently working for Auxilium Skill Academy. That is at Vadala. So firstly, I took this course because of my senior. He wanted me to go into this field. So I was working for an NGO as a placement officer. So after doing this course, I became a center manager of this CSR course in Sayani Social Development Society. That's a part of a CSR. That's a part of one of the NGOs which we have all over Mumbai, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, and Karnataka. We have four states and 12 centers. So basically, after doing this course, I got a raise in my post. Now I'm a fundraiser, and because of this lockdown and all, still I can raise funds because of your your training and purpose. That's it. And I'm a fundraiser now. Thank
you, James.
Yeah.
Mr. Rafil.
Yeah, hi. I'm Rafael David. I work with Entity Global Networks as a global account executive. I'm 58 now, would be retiring in a couple of years. So I'm also a PPC, a Parish Pastoral Council member at the Sacred Heart Church, Mahakali Caves. And I've also attended a Power to Lead at the seminary that in Goregaon where you conduct the course. I believe I would have got your contacts through one of those contacts. I'm not sure though. I'm also the secretary at the Project Management Institute of Mumbai chapter. So the reason I was curious to know about what this course is, and so once I retire, I thought I would give some time to some NGO. I'm not sure. So wanted to know more about it, and I believe that this would be a good opportunity, a good option to understand what it entails and how to make best use of it. Thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you. I was able to see Benita and a couple of other people. Deepak. So if you guys are there, you can unmute and speak. Otherwise, we can wind up. Okay, can you, Sylvie and Larissa, over to you. Could you guys wind up then?
Yes, yes, sir. We will wind up the webinar. Okay. So it was wonderful interacting with each one of you. And thank you all for being present with us today for this webinar and giving your valuable time from your busy schedule. I thank you all. Hope to see you all enroll for our MNPO course. Till then, be safe and take care. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.